So you guys are seeing the bowels of Windows, I suppose.
Yes, we have
This is where it's all done, huh?
random art. So this next place is really interesting. This is the Longhorn user assistance like corner. And I mean, user assistance is really about how do we assist our customers. So I think there's a lot of customer pain in terms of assistance. And you're going to see a ton of posters like that show what we want to achieve with Longhorn. Like, I understand how to use my PC. You know, these are kind of like statements we want to hear from our customers when Longhorn actually ships. You know, Longhorn makes it easy. I can count on Microsoft to help me design my Longhorn application. There's interesting pieces of blurbs that we hope a customer will say when Longhorn actually ships.
Cool. So these are like marketing themes before that could.
No, these are goals.
These are goals.
These are
Okay.
goals. These are like how we want people to respond. This is the emotional response we want to hear from people when they actually deploy Longhorn.
And
Okay.
we didn't come up with these goals in a vacuum. As a matter of fact, what we've done is we've talked to a lot of people who asked them about their frustrations about the system, you know, that as it exists today. And we took those statements and we projected those onto what you see on the wall, right? And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to come up with a system that really reflects what people are looking for, that reflects how people actually use it, right? And one of the things that we've done, if you want to just focus here, Robert, we've categorized our users in what we call personas. Now, personas are basically the result of a lot of interviews that we have done with countless number of people, not only in the United States, but really worldwide. And the idea is that we capture how these people use the system, their level of experience, their expectations, if you will. And then, if you want to just swing to the wall, so for example, let's talk about Sandra, right? Sandra is a real person. I mean, of course, there is no such person called Sandra, but what we've done is we've captured everything that belongs to this profile, and it's the profile of a sensible small business owner. And you know, we have a full profile of this person, and basically what we do is we understand how this person or how people following in this persona profile, how they're going to be using the system. So when we come up with a feature, we ask ourselves, would Sandra be able to use this feature? Now we have other personas as well. We have, for example, Toby, who is an enthusiastic teenager. And is a typical teenager, likes to play music and take digital photographs and, you know, chat with her friends or his friends. And then next to Toby, we have Toby's mom, Abby, who is also an active AOL user, if you will. And so the bottom line is we have all of these personas captured, and whenever we come up with a feature, our litmus test is to figure out if these personas will be able to successfully use the system. And interesting enough, one thing that we do as PMs around here is we write a lot of specs, and boy, we write a lot of specs. And as part of writing specs, we have scenarios, we have goals. And in terms of scenarios, we basically say, Abby wants to do something, and this is how Abby is going to move forward in doing it. And then we come up with our goals to fulfill the scenarios that Abby has envisioned, if you will. Now, the interesting thing is that, you know, Toby, Abby, Sandra, and other people, they are end-user personas, if you will. Now, I don't think we have on the wall here, maybe we do have elsewhere, but we have developer personas as well. And Oji, do you think we have?
Let's try the other side of the building. We need to find it.
Yeah. So the whole idea is that what we do is we kind of categorize what people expect of Longhorn by dividing them into, you know, different segments. And for developers, we have categorized them in 3 groups that we call them. You sure you're not going to fall? Wow, you're good. I mean, you're even walking backwards. Amazing. I can't do that. But seriously, no. We have 3 basic personas.
I can't either.
See, ladies and gentlemen who are going to be watching this happens to the best. Okay? But let's see if we have somebody
We don't
here.
have personas here. We just have more of UA stuff.
Yeah. Now, there are 3, as I was saying.
We do have like ISV type.
Yeah, as in terms of, you know, business applications, entertainment applications. So actually, one of the things that we've done, which is very important, is we have personas not only for people but for companies as well. So we have fictitious companies that kind of represent companies in a given market segment. So for example, entertainment applications, right? So we have, let's say, a company that is called Cybernetic Arts. And there is a profile for this company, there is a history, mission, so on and so forth. Now, people
And
might...
within the customers, actually, we actually have, like, we take some of those personas and kind of insert it into the profile of the company. Like here, there's a Toby and there's a Nicholas and a bunch of people that we try to understand very well who are also part of the customer segment of that company. So.
Now, the reason why we give names is so that we can personalize the whole experience, you know. It's a well-known fact in terms of usability and user interface design that, well, there's somebody there. Yeah. See, that's what happens when, no, come on over, you know. Pretend we're not here. So it's a well-known fact in terms of usability and user interface design that if you get to know the people that you're designing for, you will be able to do a much better design. And the first thing that you do when you want to get to know somebody is to find that person's name. So that's why we have all of these names that we can relate to, right?